Hello everyone, Warrior of Darkness here, and I've got a tutorial today. I didn't see any tutorials like this, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my own in there. Somebody requested how to edit Viper weapons, and it's pretty tedious, so strap in. We're going to be here for a second. It's not a strenuous process, but it's a bit tedious. So the first thing we're going to want to do is open up text tools. And also, see the blades I have here. The Tropaios saber fangs? I don't know how to say that word. Whatever. We're going to go ahead and edit these. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go to text tools. We're going to find the weapon that we want to turn this into. And turn these into. So what we're gonna do, let's just say we'll do Ephraim's blade, and we'll start with Ephraim's blade as one of them. So what you want to do is you want to save the model. You're gonna hit save as, and then just wherever it is, because that's. I mean, you could put them all in their own folder if you want to, but I'm just gonna sake of time, I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in their own respective folders. And then what you're gonna want to do is you got the model. You're going to want to go to one material. You're gonna want to save the material, save as, and then you're going to want to save all of the textures. So it's gonna go ahead and save as. Diffuse, normal, specular, and index. I'm gonna save all of those. Alright, and the other one we'll just go Shiva's weapon. Let's say Shiva's brand. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna save this. Save as. We're going to save the model. We're going to do exactly what we did with the other one. We're going to save the material. And then we're going to save every single one of the textures. So the diffuse, normal, specular, and index. Alright. So now we're going to go to the weapon that we're going to save and we're going to alter, which the Tropaios saber fangs. And the first thing we're going to start with is the models. We're going to go ahead and we're going to change the models. We're going to load the new models that we just saved into here. We've got what? We have Paladin arms. They should both be in here. I'm going to copy this so I can come back here quickly. We'll say that the main hand will be Ephraim's blade. We'll make the main hand Ephraim's blade and the offhand Shiva's blade. And so we're going to load main hand. Before we do that, what we want to do is go into materials, and we're going to hit new material. And this new material suffix, we're going to give it suffix B. And then we're going to hit save here. Also, when you're doing this, make sure you're in unsafe mode. Otherwise, you won't be able to save anything. So, unsafe mode. And then you start making your changes. So, we've got material B. We have material A before, and we've got material B. And the reason we're doing this is because the offhand weapon will always point to material A for the main hand weapon. So, what we're going to do is we're going to, when we load in the offhand weapon, we're going to load the material for the offhand weapon and the textures for the offhand weapon into material A for the main hand weapon, for the main hand, because the offhand always draws from the main hand's material A. So what we're going to do, we're going to close this. And you can see now we have material B, we have material A and material B. And so there's that. What I usually do is I go to make textures unique on both of them. Oh, gotta save this. I go to both of them and I go to make textures unique just so we can avoid getting any crossed lines here. So you've got material, I forgot to save. So we got material B, material A, and they've got their own unique numbers here. Oh, before that, well, not before that. We know what we're gonna do. So for material B, we're gonna do Ephraim's blade as the main hand. The main hand, we're gonna change all of the main hand textures to point to all of the main hand stuff to point to material B, because we can't change the offhand. The offhand always points to A no matter what. So we're gonna change all of the main hand to point to B. So what we're gonna do main hand first because it's easy to track what the main hand is doing since we can see it in text tools. But we're gonna load, and we're going to go to Paladin Arms. For the main hand, we're gonna make it Ephraim's blade. And what we're going to do before we hit load model, what we're going to do is open the editor. And here in the editor, it'll show here, it'll say material A. You want to change that to material B. So any meshes that are in here involved with material A, we'll switch them to B for the offhand, for the main hand. And so confirm, and then close. And as you can see, you've got a dull model here that we're just going to go ahead and mess around with. So we've got material B. What we're going to do is we're going to load in the material that we saved. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we're going to load in the material that we saved for the Ephraim's blade. This here, make textures unique. I guess it doesn't really matter. You could hit make textures unique before or after you load in the material. After you load the material saves you a step, but I don't know. My brain for some reason just makes it go do both both ways. Anyway, so we're gonna go to, after we've done that, we hit save. I already hit save. We already did that. We already did save. Alright, so then diffuse, you're gonna just load them up the way they were. Oh, I keep making that mistake. Okay. There we go. Alright, so then we go to Ephraim's blade. We find here, I'm gonna copy this so we can come straight to here this time. We're gonna find the diffuse. Save. We're gonna find normal in here. Right there, save, and we're going to find specular, and right here, you can tell what, I know this is like for people who are just beginning text tools or whatever, but I'm trying to make it so that you can do this whether you are a beginner with text tools or not, but if you can tell what kind of texture it is just by looking at the last letter here. So I'll show you with index. So with index, see, you can see this is diffuse, this is normal, this is specular, this is index, because this is D, this is S, N, and I, so ID. So that's how I was able to tell so quickly. And so you want to load that in and save. And then as you can see, from material B here, we've got the weapon, the main hand weapon, which now looks like Ephraim's blade. All right. The second one, the offhand is a little more complicated to track because you can't track the offhand in text tools. It's going to always look, hit save. Is going to always look is always going to look dulled out. So you're going to have to test this in the game, in Penumbra or whatever. So what we're going to do is we are going to, we're going to go up here to Material A. All right, so we've got Material A. And this one, oh, before that, we're going to load in our model in offhand. Load our offhand model. Paladin Arms, Shiva's Diamond brand. Let's copy this so we can come straight here. And this one you don't have to edit. You don't have to do anything in editor because, again, like I said, this is always going to point to Material A. No matter what you do in the editor, it's always going to be Material A. So for the offhands textures will always pull from main hands Material A. So that's what I was trying to say. I don't know if I made that very clear enough the first time, but that's how that works. So then we go, after you've loaded the model for the offhand, you save, obviously. After you load the model for the offhand, you go back to the main hand, go to Material A, and you're going to load that in the way you did the other one. You know, load the Shiva's Diamond brand, which is what I'm using as an example. And you're just going to, again, we'll make textures unique. And then you hit save. And you'll just load in like before, like I did with the other one. This is what? Diffuse. Save. I hate having to save over after every single one. I would prefer it just save on its own, like it used to, but whatever. So load. And this is normal. And we'll go to specular. And specular. And then index. It's the last one. Index. Save. And so you'll notice here, if you look at the model, nothing's changed. Obviously, like I said, you won't be able to see what it looks like and how it looks until you get back into the game and import it in. It's dumb. I know. It's dumb. It loads dumb. It's all dumb. But bear with me. We'll do this. So then you want to go to up into the corner after everything's saved. All right, so after you've done all that, you could go up to create mod pack. You can go from files or from items. I usually do from files, but in this case, I think I have something else loaded. So I'm going to go from items so I can pick the thing I want specifically. And we'll go to Tropios Saber Fangs. That should be enough. Yep. Select all files, confirm. Then it'll show that item on the side. Then we're going to add another one. We're going to add the offhand. We're going to select item, all files, confirm. Then we go to final review. We'll just call this Tropius Saberfang test. And we're not going to add anything else in here, so we're just going to create. Just going to save it here into my normal folder. And then we'll go on over to Penumbra. We will go to mod packs and sort by date. Scroll down. I have a lot of stuff. And here's our mod here, Tropius Saberfangs test. Alright, and so we'll enable this. Just into that folder. In fact, let's put in the Lightbringer Shadowbringer Lightbringer folder or bearer folder, and then we'll hit self. And as you can see, it's changed. There you go. So you have to. There it is. That's how it is. With the so if you have to modify the offhand, you have to modify the material A in the main hand in order to modify the textures for that. I know it's a little tedious, it's stupid, but that's just how the Viper weapons have been created. I don't know if Ninja was like that, but I know the Viper weapon is like that, and it's dumb. But anyway, that's how you do it. It was asked because somebody was trying to change the weapons for the Shadowbringer Lightbearer weapon, so we're gonna have that. If you're changing the offhand, you have to change material A, and if you're changing the main hand, you change material B, or you create and change material B. In this case, you created one because obviously. But that's about it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.